All right, here's how it's going down. Now, in an urban neighborhood, teens hang out on the front stoop of a 3-story brownstone. Inside, Stevie Wonder sits at a keyboard in the center of a spacious studio. A man grabs a bass guitar off the stand and 4 women cross the dark room. As a shadowy guitarist joins them, adults of all races and ages mingle in the hall and at the party. Stevie leans close to a gold-tipped microphone as he plays. A teen on the front steps turns his head sharply. At the party, women strut by smiling and a boy in the hall listens behind their event. Stevie's backup singers dance at their mic stands. It's en vogue. Our view floats up to a vent behind them and away from a vent at the party. A lounging guest leans towards it. Nearby, a man checks out a woman swaying hips as she passes. The guests clear the room of furniture and a man sprinkles fine powder on the hardwood floor. Stevie's fingers glide over the keys. At the party, a dancer drags his toe through the powder. The lounging guest bobs his head. As 2 gang kids fight near storefront TV sets, the screens show explosions. Now, in Stevie's studio, the bass guitar strings turn into vibrating wall pipes that lead to the party. On the dance floor, a twirling man's hat flies off. A woman in gold heels presses against her partner. As she leans back, he feels her bare stomach.
So what the fuck?
Now, Stevie plays a pearly white drum set. At the party, adults and children gather in the kitchen. Stevie's bass drum becomes the tire of a car outside. The teens out front help push the stalled car. Inside, a little girl touches her mother's face. Out front, a bearded man in a wheelchair wears African beads, and a white girl's hair gets braided into cornrows by her black friend. Now a man's hands on the counter become Stevie's hands. In a diner, the white owner points an Iranian away from the counter. At the party, a woman fans herself with a hat. In a hall, a drug dealer strides ominously past the boy at the vent. Now a fat woman's hip bumps a guy in the crotch as she dances. A woman nearby laughs. Our view floats down toward the party vent and away from the studio vent. Couples at the party caress each other as they dance.
Shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on
As En Vogue sways together, 2 kids dance battle on the sidewalk.
So what the fuck?
Stevie's fingers slap the keys. The woman in gold heels wears brass knuckles on her necklace. Now our view passes through the ceiling of Stevie's studio to the party above. Loose floorboards shift underfoot. Out front, the teens dance energetically. Stevie rocks his shoulders as he plays his keyboard. As a fader on a mix board slides down, it turns into a zipper on a woman's dress. A man eases the zipper open and reaches for his wedding ring. Now a toddler peeks into Stevie's studio. The toddler climbs onto the drum set stool. As Stevie sings into his mic, the little boy bangs drumsticks on the snare. The boy slips off the stool. A female dancer does the splits through a partner's legs. In bed, a woman dips her fingers in a jar of skin cream and rubs it over her bare leg. Now the toddler taps on the drum standing up. As a car outside rocks back and forth, a drink in a party glass wavers. The little girl's mother dances with her daughter standing on her shoes. Images of sweaty people dancing and smiling throughout the building flash rapidly.
So what the fuck?
The boy in the hall honks a bicycle horn. The girl in braids hugs her friends. Now 2 men in plain clothes chase the drug dealer. The bearded man in a wheelchair smiles victoriously to the sky. The woman in bed kisses her partner. As the lights flicker at the party and in the studio, men lead the dealer away from the building in handcuffs. The singers and party guests continue dancing, and Stevie and the band continues doing what they do best, and it's making that feel-good music.